Oh, I don't even know if I told you. I have a story. Remind me. I'll tell you after.
Story?
When it's not running, yeah.
Story, man.
So, welcome back to Less Cash, More Mash. My name's Tom.
And I am Mike.
And today we're cracking open a new bottle of Sazerac Rye. So this one has been in the Sazerac for a good old minute. We bought this a long time ago, and again, I got to start digging through. So we got some gems on the bottom of the Sazerac that we don't go through. So this is a 90 proof version. It is a non-age statement. It's made by Sazerac, of course, and is distilled at the Buffalo Trace Distillery. They don't disclose the mash bill. It is rumored to be a low rye mash bill. So Sazerac Rye has two different major releases. They have an 18-year-old one, and then they have this one, which is the non-age statement. The 18-year-old one is part of the Buffalo Trace Antique Collection, which we're probably not going to ever come around. But
feel confident, sir.
You never know. This one is known as Baby Saz because it has all the same. It shares the name, of course. It shares the proof and the mash bill. It just doesn't have the age. So they call this one Baby Saz. But this is a huge mixer in the community of ryes.
And even with the Southern boys, they have a hard time finding this.
No. I actually
we don't up here.
No,
which
is weird.
It is
because
weird.
It's made
because a lot of the stuff that they say is around the corner. It's not around the corner for us.
Well, yeah. So it's made at Buffalo Trace. So it's out of Kentucky, but I actually watched It's Bourbon Night, and they went and did a thing down in Texas. And they were like, "Oh, look, Baby Saz. We can't find that anywhere near us." And it's it's funny. It's made there. You would think it would be
inexpensive, right? It's like 20 bucks.
Yeah, I didn't even write that down. So it was $29.99 when I bought this one.
Sorry, 30 bucks.
So I mean, but that's what I paid, and I paid it at. It was one of them things that.
Yeah.
I went into a store that I don't normally go to, and I was just trying to make a rapport.
Yeah, I don't know if it's always that high.
And the guy kind of was like, and I was like, all right, I'm going to grab something just to grab something. But we hadn't done the Sazerac Rye yet anyway. So I'm not 100% sure what MSRP was supposed to even be. But I was trying to make connections that he wasn't playing. That guy wasn't playing. But I ended up buying a bottle anyways.
You get the sparkly rye.
Oh, like the pop rocks?
Yeah, but not the nose.
Again, fresh crack, so I'm not getting a whole lot of anything
I'm not getting the nose. This one could.
I don't know. My nose is all screwed up lately. Anyways, we just recently went to a little event, and I was getting butterscotch out of everything, and I don't ever get butterscotch. But it was there. You were adamant too. It was there.
Well, whatever.
It was not in a bad way though, and we were drinking some pretty good whiskeys too.
Yep. This has really a bourbon nose.
Well,
it's not a rye.
It is rumored to be a low rye. So if it's like a 52%,
well, then,
if it's a 52% rye, then that'll bring you to that point. But that's kind of what I remember at Rittenhouse. Remember Rittenhouse?
We're not going to pick this out as a rye.
No, and we weren't going to pick that one. Remember when we did?
Yeah, so same
when we did it, and it came across.
And we both missed it. So
yeah,
this is going to be right there with it.
I think we messed that whole one up when we did I think that was part of the mash mix-up that we ended up trashing because we screwed up all the stuff after the fact. I realized I screwed up.
Taste-wise, though, it has, if I can remember this, it has like a minty-ish flavor taste.
I see what you're saying. I just swished that hard, and then I got the mint.
Don't ask me the mint.
Yeah.
But it has like a sparkly, like minty flavor drinking. Not the nose, though.
No.
Usually we get that nose. The piney tree or whatever nose. It doesn't have a nose.
Well, this is what I was telling you, because your wife drank it when I sent it home. When I drank Whistle Pig last time, it was a huge mint. I couldn't get the mint out of me. The first sip, I didn't get any. When I just swished it like that, I was getting
I'm getting a light mint.
I'm going to say, too, to me, drank super soft.
No,
Like it was like very
For the money,
going right down. I think we paid 30.
30.
But I think I've seen it cheaper. I think I've seen it cheaper, but I paid 30 when I bought this because again, it was in a small little store. I thought the guy's literally walking distance from my house. I thought he might work with me, but he's like, don't care about you. So he had a lot of overpriced stuff, and I wanted to see if I could get.
It has the sparkly of a rye. It's not bad. I could see why they would make this as a mixer. To
Well, because that
one
little
of
pepper peel
these,
would
yeah,
cut
one of
through
these
good.
days we're gonna have to do a mix.
Boo. Like what, on a Sunday fun day?
Yeah.
We could do that. We'd have to figure out recipes and stuff.
I have a retarded one in my head, so.
Oh, God. You don't even want to know the ones he keeps saying.
It's been asked if we can
No,
do it.
we're not doing it. So, whatever.
It may get overruled.
Whatever girl that said she wants to see
It's
that.
been 2 now.
Good. We can bring it and let them drink it. That's crazy. Nobody in their right mind wants to put fluff in that. That sounds nasty. As this sits, I'm going to let this sit for a little bit. We'll just babble on. It actually is, it seems to be transforming. I mean, this was definitely a neck pour. By the way, I do like they don't fool around with the neck on these bottles. This is like a, you know.
And they just used it as water bottles in where we were just at. So it is a dressy bottle.
Right? Right?
But nothing has that long of a neck.
No, I was trying to look to see.
Pinhook's not even close.
No, no, you're right. Because it's a long, skinny bottle, but it doesn't have that big old neck.
For the money.
You don't get the mint in the nose, though.
No, just the taste.
There's no way you're going to...
You get that little minty, slight minty taste after. Is this part of that bottle? That glitch? Must be.
I didn't drop it or anything that I know of.
Yeah, you see that?
Yeah, I do see that now.
Not sure what that's all about, but...
That's actually kind of neat. It's like a gunshot victim. You know what I mean?
Like,
no, like when it's like a
yeah.
It almost looks chipped. But it's not. It's not sharp.
No, it's was made that way. So whatever that is, we don't know.
And it's right in the back of the bottle, too. So it's definitely...
Something maybe with this whole unique grenade type deal. I don't know. Is that the pen?
Is there a little piece that they... No, I don't know. I didn't even notice it. Good for you for even seeing it. I do get the aftertaste has the mint, for sure.
And there's a little bit of hang time for the proof. It's not... It's I think that's the rye end of it.
Right.
With the minty... It has a minty... It has a minty end to it.
I didn't get so much the mint until I really swished it.
And I don't get it in the nose.
You know?
Not much. Very seldom. Very, very, very weak if it is. And
it may come out more later.
It's not jumping out right now.
No.
I would say nose-wise, this is a rye. I would not.
No.
It's leaning towards a bourbon. But then taste-wise... Again, we're looking at it. I have that minty-esque flavor taste-wise.
No, I agree.
With a sparkle.
I agree. I was just kind of floating it around in there to see. And when you swallow it, and again, it's not like a peppermint. It's almost like a, it's almost like a wintergreen. You know, it reminds me.
It's not wintergreen, though.
I know it's not. It's not, but it's not a spearmint either.
No.
You know what I mean? It's kind of like a cross between it. I said it before. It's like that minty pine needles, but I'm not getting a pine. That's what it almost. It almost.
It's not to that extreme.
It's not.
Pine needle. No,
it's not. But you do get a hint of it, which you normally get. Like I usually get that when it's like a 95.5 rye or a high rye, but you don't get the full flavor of that. No. You only get like the aftertaste because it does have a bourbon-esque nose and the first part of the palate, but then as it goes down,
now that it's sitting, you get a tweener.
Yeah.
Of a little
and that might be
stretch.
That oral, whatever they call it, where it's coming up and it's going. It's the oral something factory where you get, once you drink it, it kind of mixes with your nose so that you get the taste and it changes.
Getting more like a hint, but more bourbon-esque still nose. I wouldn't pick.
Not gonna lie, this is gonna be a tough one to pick
Yeah,
out.
I would not. I'm not. That's what I'm saying.
Speaking of which, I forgot to put, I think, some in that we did the other day. I got to put in our blinds before we do the next Blind Taste Tuesday.
All in all, I don't think this is bad.
No, it's actually very good. And you know, people say this as a mixer, but I like it. Like, I can drink this. This is good as is.
Yeah, and taste has the mintier, sparkly, but
not offensive mint.
No,
honestly,
not overpowering. Not anything.
It's funny because Steve, when he brought that Whistle Pig here originally, he's like, "What do you think? What do you think?" And at first it was, and then it changed over time, and it got super minty. Like, I tried it the other day, and I was like, "Whoa!"
You were saying that
it was like because Captain Mint.
I brought a shot home for my wife, and she's like,
she didn't notice the mint, but it was like. That's all you could taste. Like, it was just like mint. You know what I mean? And I was like, it was almost, it reminded me when I was a kid, and I don't think Chip watches regularly, but if he happens to see this episode, a friend of mine brought permafrost, and you said you never even drank it. And it was done like cool peppermint, hot cinnamon, and it was but the thing was, is we were pounding beers all day at a campground, and then we started doing shots of that. So it was like drinking mouthwash, you know what I mean? But it was weird to have but you used to like Dr. McGillicuddy's, which again was peppermint. You know what I mean? So it was weird to be drinking beer and do. Yes.
It's not peppermint. They do have a peppermint, but that's not what I had. It was wintergreen or something.
It was mint. Let's put it that way. It wasn't
peppermint.
Again, I just stole it from the fridge downstairs. I didn't read the bottle. I was just drinking, but I know it was a mint because I was like, they'll think I'm drinking mouthwash. My mom and dad won't know. They probably don't even know I might put it down here. You know, so
probably
they knew it was there because he had his beer down in the beer fridge downstairs. But other than that,
he didn't go get his beers. You did.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Happy days.
Mm-hmm. I will say, too, I don't believe this drinks as a 90 proofer to me. No. Like, it drinks, like, relatively easy.
No.
Because, like, I'm evaporating over here.
No way.
You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't have any...
It has a little sparkle, but nothing...
But that's that little happy minty rye thing.
Right.
But I like that in a lot of them. But I've noticed I've gravitated to a lot of the ryes that I tend to like and seem to be the low... rye mash bill, where it gives you that little extra flavor.
It's not overpowering,
but it's not just a mint bomb.
It's more close. Correct. It's closer to the bourbon.
Correct.
But yet has the little tickle.
Right. That's what I kind of when I drank like the 101 rye and stuff. Like when we would drink, you know, they were all like the low rye mash bills, where it just gives you that taste of the rye, but you still get that good flavors all around. It's not just licking pine needles. You know what I mean? Where it brings a little bit more. But
I agree.
Well, there you go. We just had a long one, so we can have a short one, I guess. So, Baby says, and it is weird that it's made down there, but like they were saying, we can't find this in Kentucky. We can't find it in Kentucky, but they can find it all over Texas, and it is all readily available. It's pretty much in most of the stores we go into for a relatively decent price. But there you go.
It is, for the most part, available here.
Yeah. So, all right. He keeps saying he wants recipes. Leave a comment down below if there's something you guys want to see on a Sunday fun day.
For you main boys that have been watching, it's fairly available up that way as well.
Oh, yeah. I haven't been up there in years. But leave a comment down below if there's something you want to see. I know we've had a couple suggestions over time over what we were going to do on Sunday fun days and stuff. And, you know, we might not get them on right away because we're a little bit ahead still, even though someone was on vacation for a while. It doesn't say no laps to you, but we had banked a bunch of things so that wouldn't do that. But leave a comment down below on something you would like to see, and if we can get it, we'll definitely try to do it. And everyone who is subscribed, greatly appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you much for the comments and the following, everything you're doing. And you keep up the good work, and we'll try to keep putting stuff out. So that being said, thanks for watching. Spend less, drink more. Cheers.
They are jumping up, so that's cool.